your score. So as per the, are you open?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll share the screen. Let you know it's visible now. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, whatever the here answer is, what is this SSD card? What did you understand by expansion cards? Expansion card means add-on card, additional feature which will provide. Like how does it look? The reason why I'm saying is so later you should not regret that what went wrong. So this is the expansion. Here there is no SSD card. If you will mention here SSD card, SSD card is what? Your hard disk. It's an example for hard disk, not a expansion card. So this is the wrong answer. So you can say operating system is correct. Secondary storage. See, memory card is correct. Hard disk. So SSD comes under secondary storage. Output device correct, but just work on spelling part. Okay. If you are not sure, just right click on it. You will get the answer. Or else you just press F7. That will check the spellings. So here we can say 4.5, 4.5. I'll say. Okay. Now define the following. You did not answer anything. So are you not understood what is the meaning of this? Hello, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Booting is the process of starting the computer. When you start the switch on the computer, whatever the process takes place, what process it takes, it checks whether the hardware connectivity, it checks the operating system availability, means whether it's installed or not installed. Later to check the hardware, whether the hard disk or other device are working or not. That is called as the process of starting the computer. That is called as booting. Again, booting has one is as if it's a only one operating system installed in computer, that's called as single booting. If two operating systems installed, where there is an option to select a Windows 7 or Windows 10 or Windows 10 or Windows server, so that's called as dual booting. Next, freeware is nothing but any softwares which is available for free of cost. Software available for free of cost, that's called a freeware. Port or computer port, nothing but connection point, which connects the internal devices as well as external. Internal devices means what? It connects between motherboard and external port. See. Suppose you want to connect the external. What is the external device you want to connect the monitor? So where you will connect? You will connect to this serial port, the monitor port. Serial port. Can you see that? This monitor port will connect to the monitor, and this port will also connect to the. Port is a part of motherboard. Though it outer pitch it looks like it has been connected to the system unit, but it is part of motherboard. See, you can see this picture. Just they have placed the cover top of that. Where is the picture here? Where is the picture gone? Okay. See, whatever the connection point you are seeing, so these are the ports, external ports. Those are on the cover it says. It has been connected to the external parts. External parts means from which you can connect to the external parts like a monitor, or it may be like a printer, it may be keyboard, mouse, which are connected through USB. Now, the device driver. The driver is nothing but a software which helps the device to work. That's a simple definition. Volatile memory is a temporary memory which stores the data as long as power supply is on. If computer shut down, whatever data in the volatile memory, that has been gone. So here I can say that's no marks. Write the full form. Central. It's not
Oh,
control processing. It's a central processing unit.
yeah, sir.
Static RAM. Bring your own device. Random access memory. Read only. Perfectly. So here I can say 4. Why we need ITL standard? That's fine. You did not answer. Why we need to study computer hardware, application use of an IC card, hardware that a computer to connect to the network, connect via Ethernet. Very good. Okay. Looks like yeah, you have taken some data anywhere. Good man. VRAM, video RAM. Okay, the answer is correct. So here, so the each answer has a 2 marks. So you can say here both you answered it here. That's 2. Difference between IT support engineer, form factor. It's correct. Shape. Form factor in the meaning of size or shape. Okay. Difference between IT engineer and system admin. Okay. Not answered. What is the synonym? Motherboard. Motherboard is not, brain of the computer is nothing but CPU, not the motherboard. So motherboard another
Okay.
name is motherboard. Another name is main board.
Main board.
Main memory. Main memory. Primary memory. Correct. Graphics card, display card, expansion card. Expansion card is nothing but another name is additional card or add-on card. Power supply unit. Power supply unit is not, it's not a power brick. The answer is SMPS.
Okay.
So right now here answered only 2 marks.
Okay.
You have tried your best. Appreciate it. So true or false? What are the true or false here? The answer. What is the question? What is the answer? The type of memory model used for laptop RAM is SIM. Laptop memory SIM is nothing but meant for desktop computer, not a laptop. For laptop, we are using what is the model name? SODIMM. Got? Okay, next. L2 cache memory is present inside the hard disk. No, it's not inside. L2 cache memory inside the CPU. Correct. L2 cache memory is present inside the CPU, not inside the hard disk. Because hard disk itself has a highest storage capacity. Then what is the purpose of cache memory in that? The computer components mounted on the memory are called as onboard components. Answer is what? True. No, answer is false. I'll explain here. I'll copy
Okay.
this, then I'll explain it. That would be more easy for you. Why false? Because the memory which we use for laptop RAM is sodium.
Sodium.
Okay, now, so the second answer is L2 cache memory. So Mayank, you can get the clarity. How many marks you will get it? So remaining part, I'll discuss part that L2 memory. Answer is correct. Whatever you mentioned.
Okay.
The answer is false because what is the right answer?
Hard disk.
Hard disk is not the. Your answer is correct, but what is the exact right answer? L2 cache memory is inside, present inside the CPU.
CPU.
CPU. It's not inside the hard disk because hard disk itself has a highest capacity. Then why
Okay.
the
Okay, sir.
cache memory is required? You need to have an answer for it. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
If they will ask a cross question, why false? You give a justification, but you need to have an answer for it.
Okay.
See, the computer components mounted on memory are called as onboard components.
More components. This
What
one
is
is
it? Is it true or false?
true.
No, this the answer is false. I'll explain. I have made a little bit small changes. Let me know. I will tell you. The
Okay.
answer is false. Why? Because the computer components mounted on not memory, on motherboard. On motherboard is called as onboard components. Onboard components. See, there are two types of motherboard. One is integrated, another is non-integrated.
Okay.
Integrated nothing but onboard components. Already it has been placed. There is no option to replace it, remove it. That's called as onboard. Instead of memory, the answer should come as motherboard. Cache memory is the extension of physical hard disk. What's the answer? Answer is correct. Whatever you mentioned is false. But why it's called as false? What is the right answer? Cache memory is the memory of extension of physical. It's not cache memory. It's a virtual memory.
Virtual memory.
Virtual memory is the extension, not the cache. Virtual memory is the extension of physical hard disk. Now the last part is projector is an example of storage device. True or false? False. What is why false? What is the right answer? Projector is an example of what? Storage device.
No.
Then output device. So here the answer is 1, 2. This you mentioned true. Actually, this is the answer is false.
False.
This is answer is false. This is correct. 1 marks gone. Got it. True. This is the answer is false.
False.
This is correct. This is also correct. This is also correct. So 3 marks you got it. You need to have an answer. Just like we cannot just uh, speculate or like assume it. You need to have an answer for it. That's what I mean to say. Okay. Over. Okay. How many marks? So fill in the blanks. You are not done. What is the example?
No.
Dash is the cache memory placed between CPU and memory for fast processing. Yes, RAM. Cache memory. What is the cache memory? Which is the cache memory name? There's a SRAM, or you can say L3 cache memory. Dash is the tool used to document the customer information. When you will call the Airtel customer care or like any your network operator, they'll collect your customer information like your number, name, reason of calling, from where you are calling, and what is the issue. They will collect all the details, how many times you called. That's called as customer management tool, or it's also called as ticketing tool. Ticketing tool, do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Here it's mentioned here. Ticketing tool records. Ticketing tool which will records all the information. Customer management software is it's also called. That's fine. Anything is fine. So here the what the marks came 3 to 5. 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13, 17.5. So here only the which example oral questions. Here oral question carry the 2 marks each question. Other all
Okay.
are 1 marks. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 35, 35, 40, 42 marks. So out of 42 you can say. Now where is this guy answer? अरे किधर गया? So answer video card Windows. What is this Mac OS? Okay, you have to give a space. Okay, perfect. This is answer is 5. And booting process of starting the computer and operating system. Fine. If you mention the starting of computers, that's enough. because computer starting process only they will check whether operating system is available or not. Freeware, not written. The port are, what is the meaning? Virtual place within the computer. What is the meaning of this? Maya,
Virtually, it's
virtual is
virtually.
physically present. There is no option of virtual here because here port is physically present here. You can see it. You can touch.
Yeah.
So the virtual, what is the meaning of virtual? Virtual is nothing but assumption, logical. It's not a logical, it's a physical. It's not a virtual device, it's a physical device. Ports are physically present because you can touch it, you can feel it. Can you touch that USB port in your
Yes, sir.
computer? So that's called as physical. Then, but you did not mention what is the reason. So no answer here. The device that can communicate the and control hardware. This is the right answer. Yeah, you can give explanation like what is the role of the device driver. The software. It's a software which manage the or the control the hardware. Type of code that is requires power to maintain store and in the part. Okay, fine. So here only these two are right, and this is also right. So we can say 3. Central processing unit, static RAM. Okay, 5. That's fine. You are if you are not got the marks, but better try next time. Synonym, motherboard again same. Brain of computer, no. It's a main board. Additional power supply unit, SMPS. So here only these 3 are right. What is the type of memory module used for laptop RAM? This is answer is false. L2 cache memory present false. This is the answer is right. Mount memory false. Cache memory extension false. This is the right answer. Storage. Okay. So here 3 marks. अभी कहाँ है ठीक है now where is it? L2 is the cache memory correct is the answer right. Customer relationship management software you have to mention, you have to use this word. Okay, so here we can say 2 marks. Identify the following. Identify the following expansion. Which is the expansion slot here? Okay, this is the expansion slot. Second example is motherboard, correct. Third one is display port. Fourth and fifth. This the fourth. This is the cache memory. This is the virtual memory. See, virtual
Okay.
memory is present between RAM and hard disk. Between CPU and RAM, what is the what is the name? That is the SRAM itself. But you can also mention like cache memory. So answer would be cache memory and virtual memory. That is the actual. That is the actual. Okay. Since you are not written, so this here 3 marks we can give. ITL. Nobody understood what is the meaning of why we need ITL standards because anybody cannot do any work by itself. Everything has to go ITL standard. ITL. See, whether you are using a ticketing tool, whether you are using a freeware or whether you have to consult the IT security engineer before installing application. Any hardware, if they request directly, it will not take it. They will check the approval of the each manager. If they are requesting any hardware, they will ask. They need to give a justification why you need the extra hardware. Already suppose I have one keyboard, I need an additional keyboard. Why you need to give justification that I need extra whatever the reason they will give. Say that I will say that we that keyboard has been broken, that one of the keys not working, that's the reason I'm looking for a new keyboard. So you have to give a justification. So everything goes with a standard process. So in order to manage the entire IT infrastructure, ITL standard is required so that the cost can be reduced. Yeah, suppose if I ask keyboard, generally what will happen? If there is no process, okay, take it. I will give you one keyboard. But where is the record that how many keyboard you are given to that person or that team? You need to maintain that record. For that, software is required. Not to get a software, approval is required. Why we approval? Because the software itself cost a licensing. Because software they will not develop, they will take it from different company. One of the